Are you a Web3 founder? Let's talk about whether you should hire an agency or hire in-house instead for scaling your marketing and BD. I'm going to share my experiences both from running $1 million a year marketing agency as well as working as a fractional CMO with a bunch of Web3 projects like GoGoPool, Helika, the Bornless, and many others. The first rule of hiring an agency or even hiring in-house is what I call the commander rule. The biggest mistakes I see a lot of founders make is thinking they can completely outsource their marketing. This isn't true. You do need somebody central in charge who understands the product, the team, the vision to really lead the charge, right? That person can go work with external agencies. That person could even be one of the core founders. However, you can't have an agency deliver results if there's not that core person from inside the team, because the agency is simply not going to have the same level of understanding of the business. It's basically up to that person to provide the context and some level of direction. Agencies are really good at doing certain things, right? They're really good at essentially being able to do things at scale and being able to deliver things very quickly, right? However, they just aren't able to understand your project as well as somebody who works internally. So when they lack that context giver, they tend to struggle. At my old paid advertising agency, Links Digital, I consistently saw that the founders that we had the best results for had a strong in-house person who would work with us and really help us understand the business, the product, and really give us a lot of context. Even if it was the founder, this was the person that got us what we needed, answered questions, provided key assets, and would really essentially unblock things for us, right? That allowed us to focus on what we were really good at, which is really scaling ad campaigns. So really on the ad optimization and the creative side of things. And then we were able to scale many of these campaigns to pretty ridiculous levels, including making some clients over 8 figures. So it was working well for them. On the other hand, the customers we got the worst results for had weak in-house marketing and BD expertise. They didn't really have somebody for that. They essentially gave everything to us. So we had to figure out the marketing message. We had to even figure out their funnel. In some cases, we even had to kind of figure out product market fit. That's not really what marketing agencies are optimized for, right? Marketing agencies are optimized for SEO or paid advertising. They're optimized for providing a certain service. However, if the key pieces of a clear product market fit and a clear market message aren't there, then you probably shouldn't hire like a SEO or paid ads agency. So think of marketing agencies as distribution. If you have a great product that converts, those distribution channels will really help you scale. However, if you have a product that doesn't sell, probably not going to work as well. Now, in my case, what I often do is work as a fractional CMO, where I'll help them build their in-house marketing expertise and team, and also work with external agencies to provide that context. In some cases, I'll replace those external agencies with in-house people where it makes sense, so helping save huge amounts of money in the long term. In other cases, I will source external agencies when it makes sense to bring them in, right? The big thing that I've been doing, though, is really working with marketers that I hire for them and training them so they can become in-house marketers for the long term, which definitely has worked out quite well for a lot of these portfolio companies. Now, rule number 2 is what I call outsource specifically. So there's a few reasons to hire agencies. They can really help you accelerate marketing and build out new channels quickly. They're pretty much plug and play, right? You don't have to build an in-house infrastructure for doing the creative and running the ads. You hire an agency and very quickly they are up and running. And as a founder, they require far less time to manage than an in-house team and are more independent, right? They do still require management, as I mentioned before, but a lot less management and a lot less training, right? The whole point is they come with training. However, this comes with some downsides, right? Since they're not in-house, they don't have the same level of context. They are simply not going to be able to provide the same level of expertise as somebody who's been working with you for over a year. And then sometimes with some agencies, capacity issues can mean that you're getting less attention than you should be based on what you're paying for. That's something where, certain agencies will scale too fast and it'll lead to issues with client results. And then if you're signed into a really, really long contract, like a 12-month contract, if they're not performing, it can often lead to a lot of money being wasted while being stuck on a contract. If you're really great at content marketing in-house, but you have very little paid advertising experience, it can often make sense to hire an agency that specializes in paid advertising to scale that out. At Links Digital, we helped our clients do exactly this. A lot of our customers had really great product market fit, they had a really great message, and they had killer organic marketing. They just needed a new distribution channel to really plug and play that's what we essentially focused on, right? Now, another function that typically it makes sense to outsource is public relations. This is because larger PR agencies have massive networks, which are essential in the PR world if you want to reach out to journalists. So individual PR people can have great networks, but with a larger agency, you often have a much bigger network and it can make sense to really outsource to them. What you should avoid is do-it-all agencies that do everything, right? If they're doing your website, if they're doing your content marketing, if they're doing your paid ads, if they're doing your email marketing, if they're doing everything in the world, it's typically harder to get great results unless they've been around for a long time. If they've been around for a long time, maybe they've built out those systems. But if an agency is, a month old or, 6 months old and they're promising to do everything, you're typically going to struggle because it's hard to be world-class at so many different things, right? This is why I recommend finding specialist agencies with good reviews. I typically think that an agency like that, you can source through a network, you can talk to multiple different projects to ask them for recommendations for people that they've worked with. I think that's definitely the way to go. Now, I want to also explain another long-term option, right? Definitely agencies can be quite expensive and they can be quite useful in certain cases. However, one other kind of hybrid model that I've been really trying out and pioneering is this concept of a fractional CMO. And the idea is that you bring in somebody who's an experienced growth leader like myself, who's both run an agency and both work in-house. What I see as like a really interesting way to do things is to bring somebody in who's an expert at both building out the marketing strategy as well as hiring and then training your team, right? So basically what I'll come in is I'll build out your go-to-market team. I will recruit them, I will source them, interview them, train them, and then also implement the marketing for a certain amount of time and then essentially hand it off to the trained team. So this is something I've done with a variety of companies like Helika, Airstack, GoGoPool, Games for a Living, the Bornless, etc. And this is something that I recommend if you're really ready to push on growth hard and you kind of want to build a strong in-house team. Obviously, there are still situations where you'll want to use an external agency like a paid ads agency, but this has worked well because it's kind of like you're able to build that team without you essentially having to go out there and do it. And let's be honest, most technical founders are great at hiring engineers, but hiring marketers is a whole different game, and that's what I've been doing for my whole life. That is an interesting kind of new approach where you save a lot of money long term, but you also get really great results short term. If you're interested in something like that, there will be a link below to book a strategy session with me to talk about growth and really building out your go-to-market motion, right? Whether it be the strategy, the infrastructure, or the team. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so I can keep creating more videos like this for you.